Hey guys, how's it going? It's Doug once again, and I've got a Terran versus Terran gameplay for you. As I said in my last video, I've been doing pretty well lately. Up until this game, I was number one in my division. You know, that's not to say I'm playing well. I think mostly it's all due to just keeping up macro as best I possibly can. I think a lot of people in this league have a hard time with macro. That's not to say I'm good at macro, but I think I'm doing better at it than a lot of people in my league. But every couple nights or so, I run into a game like this, and I find these games really frustrating. Usually, it happens when I'm playing another Terran, where the game just goes on forever and ever and ever, and I don't really, like, as I'm playing the game, I make a lot of mistakes, and do a lot of things wrong, even though in some ways I really had the advantage throughout this game. Not in all ways, but in some ways I had an advantage, something I could have built an advantage off of, but I just ended up making so many mistakes and so many bad decisions, just out of being impatient or nervous or whatever, that I end up losing the game. And usually it's like, maybe as soon as I'm done with the game, I keep thinking about it, and it's like a possible solution becomes clear to me. So I wanted to show you guys this game and talk a little bit about that, because what's the point of me just showing you games where I win? I've got to show you some games where I lose, and in this game I lose pretty badly. I'm pretty proud of myself that I stuck it out as long as I did, because I had an inkling I was going to lose for a while. So this is my standard opening still. I haven't really changed this thing much, and I think part of the problem throughout this game, as you'll see as I speed it up here, is that I kind of stubbornly stick to my the strategy I'm comfortable with for a little bit too long, and that strategy would be Marines, Marauders, Medevacs, that kind of stuff. I tried to build a force to oppose his, but I don't want to say it was too little too late. So we'll get into that as the game progresses. So oh wow, I wonder if I've already sped it up too much. I think at this point, yeah, I have. Okay, so already I've sent a Reaper. The Reaper's died. Let me go ahead and slow it down just so I can keep track of what's going on. The Reaper has died. Didn't do a whole lot of damage. I think I got one SCV. I see he's got he's got some Marines going. And here's okay, so my question of the match for you guys. Something I've been noticing, and let me slow down even more just till I get through with this. Something I've been noticing. I have been going, for a while there, I was going barracks, reactor, barracks, tech lab, and, building, obviously, Marauders from my tech lab barracks and Marines from the reactor barracks, but lately, I've been going more, I've been going 2 reactors, 1 tech lab, and the reason for that is I've been noticing a lot of people foregoing Marauders almost entirely, and they seem to be doing pretty well against me. When I send a group of Marines Marauders, their huge group of Marines seems to be taking me out pretty well, and I don't know if it's just because they have more of them, or if there's just something about that I don't know. Let me know if you guys are aware of why it is that so many people seem to be forgoing Marauders almost entirely for a good portion of the match and just building mass Marines. Anyway, I'm going to send my first force here. And usually at this point, I've been getting kind of used to this being the point where I do enough damage to kind of finish the guy off. Send a force out. Usually there's some kind of expansion going on here. I take that out and then kind of push on their base, do as much damage as I can, and send another force. This guy obviously is going to make that a little tough, so he's got a little group of Marines and Marauders himself. As soon as he gets his siege tank out, it's going to be really hard for me to do anything to him. Unfortunately, my scouting in this match is pretty poor. I don't notice that he's building these 2 starports here. And had I been scouting better, this match would probably have turned out differently. But he's going to be pulling a strategy I've run into a couple of times that I find completely obnoxious. I'm stubbornly clinging to the hope that I'm going to be able to take him out early on in the match. That's not working out so well. I think at least it was probably good of me to pull my force back at that point, because that siege tank just tear me up. Those siege tanks, as it were. So here he's got his two starports, and here it goes. My fatal error in not scouting this. The fusion core going down. He is going to be doing something I find so cheesy and obnoxious. The mass battle cruiser. I've been watching a few professional matches, and I have not yet to see a professional player using battle cruisers at all. And I'm not sure why that is, because it seems battle cruisers seem to be really, really effective. I have a really, really hard time countering that. But it may just be because of how I play. Maybe I don't know something about it. Maybe battle cruisers are actually not that good. I don't know. But they seem to do quite a bit of work against me. So, at this point, I'm still unaware, I believe, that he's going to be building these battle cruisers. They're going to be coming any second now. I'm still... you know, I've got a force up here. I'm trying to figure out what I can do here, because he's got these siege tanks, he's got a bunker, he's got all of this stuff here, so it's going to keep me from dropping anything, and I'm just not sure what to do. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. I think at this point I'm going, yep, here we go. I'm starting to build Thors. I don't know why. Just kind of hoping that they'll help me out. Still building Marines, Marauders. Just kind of hoping I'm going to be able to overwhelm him. Maybe take out the siege tanks and eventually push in. Big mistake there. The thing I do like about the way I'm playing this game is I'm expanding quite a bit. So I end up taking 3 or 4 expansions throughout the course of this game, and definitely trying to keep him from expanding any further than his base and his natural. Which is why I think I did have the beginnings of an advantage going on throughout the match. Had I played a little bit differently. I personally believe there are only slight changes I would have had to make. So here, now that I've seen the battle cruisers, I'm building starports, and I think I'm building a couple here too. Getting ready to just mass Vikings, as you can see here. So I'm going to build a reactor on this one, and then 2 reactors here, and I'm just going to start massing Vikings. Probably a good idea, I think. But you're going to see here I'm going to make a pretty huge mistake. I'm already making a pretty big mistake here, because what I should have been doing, like, I'm not upgrading here. I should have built a couple more of these guys and started really upgrading my mechanical units, because at this point it's become clear I'm going to need them. And these guys, pretty much all of my Marines, Marauders, Siege Tanks, all that stuff, probably could have just thrown most of that up here to die, because it's not going to do me any good, and I'm going to need the supply. But as I said, guys, I'm going to be talking about this stuff as if I know what I'm talking about. I need you to call me out when I'm wrong. I can only tell you what I think I know, but here's my big mass of Vikings. And my major mistake coming soon, right here, I'm going to send that mass group of Vikings off to die. So he's got all these battle cruisers. I'm thinking, oh, I'll take those out. I'll just suicide these guys, take these dudes out, and then I'll be able to roll up in here with the Marauders. He doesn't have anything else. But that ends up turning out poorly. Why is that? Probably because I sent it against all of these defenses here. I sent the Vikings where he had home court advantage. And let's see where he is on upgrades. He's spending a hell of a lot more on upgrades than I am. And I think at this point I should have thought, okay, well, he's got this huge mass of battle cruisers. He could probably take me out right now, but he's waiting for something. What's he waiting for? Oh, yeah, probably upgrades. So at this point, I should have been... Okay, so here I am. I'm taking out his expansion. I think I'm very, very happy with the way I've been doing that lately, taking out expansions, trying to keep people... trying to control the map as aggressively as I can. I think I've done better with these expansions than I have in most of the games I've played lately, and here I am building an armory a little bit too late. I lost my train of thought from earlier, guys. Sorry about that. If I was getting ready to say something interesting, it's lost. But, so, here's what I think I should have probably done. I don't know if I've said this already. I think I should have definitely been... kept those Vikings. I should have kept those damn Vikings that I had. I had a huge group of Vikings. And I'm going to do that over and over again. for whatever reason, I am just really clinging to this hope that I'm going to be able to take this out before it gets me. But there was really no reason for me to worry about that so much. I instead should have just been building a situation where I'm going to have the advantage. So, kept the Vikings over here, built some Thors, built some turrets, and then when he would attack me, he would have ended up getting hurt, like I'm getting hurt here. Let's go ahead and speed this up. This game's almost over. At this point, I'm kind of at a loss of what to do. Not thinking clearly whatsoever. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll just send everything I've got. I'm just going to continuously send stuff at him and hope that the pressure I don't know. I was hoping it would do something. But here, here he is. He's going to come in. And a little bit too late, as he's sending his force to my base, and let's slow down. As he's sending his force to my base, I'm going to start building these turrets, hoping that they will intercept his force. Obviously, not a good strategy. And he's just going to wreck this base here, but not to worry. I've got this one, I've got this one, and I'm building this one. So I'm not going to give up so easily. I'm going to continue building Vikings, and I keep building Vikings with these Star Force right up until he destroys them. And I think I do some decent damage to this force, actually. So that's what leads me to believe if I just had those Vikings here, had upgraded them and built some turrets, I probably could have taken this out. This is obviously all in. He doesn't have any other expansions. I've got 4 expansions. I think that at that point, once I take this out, there wasn't anything to do. So I could have easily won this game. Had I been a little more patient. And of course, if I had been scouting properly, I would have seen this freaking fusion core and known what he was going to be doing. And like, as I mentioned, I believe earlier in the video, this has been a freaking annoying strategy. I've been running into mass battlecruisers quite a bit, and it's kind of it fucks me because I'm all about the against the battlecruisers, as it turns out. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get a little frustrated here. He's going to find this base over here because I keep sending Vikings directly from it to him. And I realized that, like, as I sent the last wave, I was like, oh, I'm pretty much just letting him know where that is. But he's going to scan it anyway, and he's going to show up and start screwing this up. And at this point, I'm just kind of done. I'm just kind of tired of trying, so I just GG. Let me know what you guys think of the video. And if you like this stuff, you want to see more of it, the De-Noobified series here, please don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up the video. I appreciate it, guys. You have a great day.